Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the BoomBar right here on your Boom Radio NG. I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. Today promises to be a very interesting one, as we're going to be talking about quite a number of things at the bar today. There are a few updates on things that we're going to be talking about. There's just on Alice Madueke's case going on. The prosecution are still going in hard and giving a lot of information. President Tinubu seems to there's reports of him stepping into the drama in Rivers State. There's a lot of drama actually brewing as the videos all around. There's gist and talks between what's happening in Rivers State and then Oyo State as well. We're going to be talking a lot about that. There's another factional meeting. Do we know if that meeting is going to be a meeting or a carnival or a party? Whichever one, we're going to see that as well. There are updates coming from Onitsha as well. NAFDAC has some very chilling reports actually, so that and a whole lot of other things are things we're going to be talking about today at the bar. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show with us today. My name is Dolupo, and with me in the studio is Sola Rogers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's a Tuesday. You got the first tea right. Did you hear it?
What?
You did not hear what I said, Abby?
No, I did not hear.
Okay.
Not like
Is that type of Tuesday? So,
not
all right.
like I want to hear.
Yeah, head is gonna hate, potato is gonna potate. Welcome to the BoomBar. It's music, sports, politics, and everything in between. Like she said, my name is definitely Sola Rogers, and I am chomping at the bits. Before we dive into anything, my boy Ademola Lookman is looking good in an Atletico jersey.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh yeah, he is. I'm so happy for him. Like, that's how. What's the name of that Atalanta nonsense that they say they are doing?
What is an Atalanta?
That's how they would have. They were hell bent on destroying that guy's career.
But Messi said no.
There's so much drama, so much drama with it. But it finally got out of that mess and got into a bigger club. I'm so happy for him. I think with the kind of game he plays, another person that I'm hoping, as much as a lot of people don't want to hear it, I think Osimhen is bigger than Turkish league.
Do not let the Turkish fans get you. My hand is not there.
Let's not lie. Let's be honest. These people should be playing like Premier League, like they're Premier League material. Let's not lie. How many people? How many right now? Look at the Premier League. Look at the forwards that they have, and tell me which team will not want these people in their team. Anyway, it's great. Since you started with sports, yeah, it's not really a bad idea to continue in that matter. But before we even leave, there's gist coming from FIFA. But before we leave it, the gist that's happening in the Saudi League, and a lot of I've seen a lot of issues. A lot of people have had a lot of hot takes about what happened in like the last 24 hours. How there was a halt in movement. We know that it's official. Benzema has officially moved to Al Hilal, and it was said that Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo is having a fit and more like a tantrum, saying that there's a disparity in the kind of monies that each club can spend or something funny like that, basically alluding to the fact that Al Hilal, that because I think in the Premier League and all that, they have rules that you have to have only a certain amount of, I think, players, 12 international players and all that. I think it said Al Hilal has about 14 now, adding to, and of course the club that he's in isn't. But there's now been conversation, and a lot of reports have now come out that just because of him alone, the wage bill of Al Nassr is off the charts. And so even with all the money that all the people that Al Hilal is bringing in, their wage bill is not even close to what Al Nasser is spending. So what's this drama? What's the talk about?
Well, it's not exactly about wage bills and all of that, but about fairness. And what Cristiano is talking about is that, you see, those two big clubs are sponsored from the same purse. And it's saying one particular club is getting to do all of this while the others are not, while the other one is not. Then beyond that, people forget that he didn't just go there as a player, and you must not put it aside. His presence in the Saudi League brought other players. The Saudi League had been pushing their agenda before Ronaldo came, but that also helped. And his image and all of that has helped the league. And we also hear about part ownerships and other offers that are on the table for him. Similar to the deal that made Lionel Messi move to America. Yeah. Messi didn't just move to play football. He's going to be a part owner and all of that eventually when he's done playing and all of that. And of course, those are the kind of deals that these guys have attained, the levels that they have attained as Ronaldo or as Messi. Mm-hmm. So what Ronaldo was talking about is fairness, and how if he didn't have such powers or such leverage, he wouldn't have used it. He wouldn't have raised it and all of that. I know him as a very strong person, and most times he comes out tops because agreement is agreement, just like a certain former governor, now minister, will say, agreement is agreement.
Anyway, just wanted to put that talk out. I think that officially the Premier League, the transfer window, the winter transfer window is closed. There wasn't so much movement here and there. It's kind of expected during this time. I think it's safe to say that Man City was probably the only people that actually did
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace as well. There wasn't so much movement. We don't see it's normal in the January transfer window anyway. It's not as exciting, but a few people got a few things back and forth, and that's very interesting. But what I actually wanted to talk about was FIFA, Gianni Infantino, Russia. I think we didn't have time to talk about it yesterday. Now there are updates from it. Now, you might be wondering what's happening. The FIFA president is talking about how the thing is thinking, and it looks like it's going to happen, restating Russia back into the fold.
Yeah, according to him,
that's saying that it's not.
Their suspension has made no difference.
It has made no exactly,
in any way.
And all that, and saying that really and truly, football should not have mixed with, should not be mixed with political issues.
Yeah, totally understand where he's coming from. Not like I agree or disagree, but I understand where he's coming from. However, there's another school of thought, especially from the Ukrainian and the European side, saying that is completely wrong, and they feel that the sanctions are working and that you shouldn't cut Russia any slack whatsoever. But by saying that politics should be separated from sports, but 3 or 4 weeks ago, you gave the World Peace Award to a politician.
Yeah, so he also had something to say about that, and that everybody should be striving towards world peace. And when there are a few people that are actively taking steps towards world peace, that is not a bad idea to reward them.
So, as FIFA president, I don't think it's anywhere in the FIFA constitution. Never heard of a World Peace Award from FIFA before, but you woke up, created an award, and gave it to someone that was craving it. That's the way I say it.
Yeah.
And the person is a politician, and you are saying people should strive for world peace. Well, is it not some kind of quid pro quo? Because they're hosting the World Cup, and the man was already giving you heat and all sorts of wahala.
So before we even go to the US matter, I wanted to comment on the Russia-Ukraine matter. And I remember that we talked about it here. The honest truth, when left to me, I honestly do not think that football or sports should have been banned from Russia. Again, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of this FIFA president, but the honest truth is that what has it done? It has taken, it has removed opportunities from people, be it from the Olympics, which really and truly, whether you like what your president is doing or not, it's at, especially for somewhere like Russia, is at the whims and caprices of one person, and everybody else, a large chunk of people have to suffer for the action of one person. I honestly did not think that the Russian athletes, footballers, baseballers, anybody that, whatever, all the sports that were banned, I don't think that they deserve to be banned because of what their government was involved in. I don't think so. I think that at this point, everybody should be reinstated for those reasons. Take, for example, as in, except like things that affect the sport directly. I remember, was it the Olympics? I think it's the Olympics that's officially confirmed. The issue of transgender in different sports and everybody, those things affect the sport itself. So yes, that there are conversations around it, but when it becomes somebody's fighting for land, whatever it is that they are fighting for, I honestly don't think that it was fair on the athletes to be banned, and I think that they actually should be recalled, whether you like it or not. On the part where Odidadi was talking about Trump and all that, honestly, I feel that Trump really, we all know that he really campaigned for the World Peace Prize. I honestly think that it would have been horribly laughable if he was given, but he also looks like he just wants something, and FIFA was probably the fastest. Do I think that it was right? I think that it was wrong. It was horrible. It kind of brought even FIFA to disrepute. It did not make any sense whatsoever. It's what exactly can we point out to and say, oh, Donald Trump did for world peace? And even if he did, it's football that FIFA is involved in. Face the football and mind your business. Leave world peace.
The only reason why I brought it up because
it's part of the gist.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, the reason why I brought it up is because, again, I repeat, you say that we should separate politics from sports, which I agree. Then you went ahead to give an award to a politician. How do you separate politics from sports? That's why sports is a tool now for politicians to use, and that's it. That's what it is.
Like that's my own. Like what does that have to do with anything? Even if he is who can we say? Even if he's Mandela, is not in your place. It's nobody's business. Whatever that should happen. But interesting times ahead. But it looks like with what he's saying, I think that they're going to unban Russia, which is probably going to cause maybe a bit of rancor. But I think they're going to.
Gianni, this just crossed a friend's mind, and he sent it to me telepathically. Could this be part of the arrangement you have with the people that you had that meeting with that ended up leading to some awards? Gianni, this question is for you. Yeah.
From a friend?
Yeah, my friend. My friend wants to know. I'm asking for a friend.
Okay.
The unbanning of Russia, is it part of the package?
Okay.
Hello, Gianni? Okay. No answer? Okay.
Anyway.
Is that your final answer, Gianni?
Okay, are we done? Anyway, move on from that. Before we leave the matter of sports, the MPFL, something very interesting happened in the MPFL as Kun Khalifat of Oweri boycotted the match, or no, let me put boycotted, let me be fair on them. They had requested a change of date, citing financial constraints and travel issues after playing Kwara United January 29th. but the MPFL did not grant that request, and they did not show up for their game against El Kanemi Warriors in Maiduguri on Monday. And with that, the MPFL is looking like they're going to, the Kun Khalifat looks like they're going to get a lot of issues from that. After that day, apparently at the match, at the place of the match, the official, since they didn't show up, the official officially awarded a 3-0 walkover for the home team. The MPFL also confirmed the development, but it looks like there's still going to be fines according to the league regulations, not just a 3-0 and 3 points for forfeiting a match. They can be looking up to paying a fine of up to 10 million naira.
A couple of years ago, Stationery Stores, my favorite team ever in the world, was I think second or third or so in the league. Those years when we were in the top league in Nigeria, and due to financial constraints, missed 2 away games, and they were relegated because there's a law like that in the league. So Kun Khalifat should be very careful. This is a team that was in the top 4 and they were relegated. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? So be careful though. I feel for them, but hey, the rules are rules, man.
Rules are rules, yeah. Okay, so moving on from that, quickly, let's just quickly move from that, and let's go to a few conversations. First things first, there's this story of this guy, I don't know if you've seen it, of a Nigerian guy that is said to have been arrested, a Nigerian person that was impersonating the Crown Prince of Saudi, and I think he had defrauded a lady of up to about $2.5 million of pounds or something funny like that. And my first question when I see some of these stories,
it's not on your lineup though, is it?
I thought I did, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's fine. I was trying to read from where I am, but it's fine. Carry on.
Yeah, and then it's very interesting. It's actually very, very interesting story. But what my issue with it is, and I don't want to be, I don't want to sound like I'm really too smart or something. But at times when you see some of the stories, the story is that how is it that someone, he kept on saying, you defrauded the woman about $2.5 million. Supposed to be Unzube Henry Ikeji has been accused of posing as Crown Prince of Dubai. And it was said to have been talking to her, and there was so much money back and forth up until the woman realized that, she's been scammed after she has sent up about $2.5 million.
Where do they see this money now?
My question exactly.
Well, I'm glad that the guy has been arrested. I'm not going to blame the victim. I know that a lot of us always look at things from many angles. But this particular case, and virtually every case, I'm always very happy when the criminal has been arrested, alleged criminal, until proven guilty. But look, if evidence is there and they don't catch you, they don't catch you with that. These are the guys that are also putting all of us, the innocent ones, in trouble because they look at you like that. Everybody has to say things. Oh, he's an oga. In South Africa now, they say you're oga. They're basically disrespecting you with your own language. And do you blame them? They're Nigerians that are brought in upon us. So when they arrest this type of people, me, I'm very happy. Very, very happy.
It's very, very, it's very interesting actually when you see some of these things. One of the also very interesting headlines that I saw today was Khan advising Yahoo boys that ill-gotten money cannot make you rich.
Khan is preaching to the choir. Interesting. That's
I was going to say though, and I don't want to sound controversial, but will the wealth last? Maybe, maybe not. But ill-gotten money, will it make you rich? Isn't that the whole point?
Look, I think Khan should have picked their words better. The thing about it is, and let's be very honest, in this world that we live in, a wise man once said that behind every great fortune is a great crime. So if you might be focusing on those Yahoo boys that are doing internet fraud, but
they are
actually
bigger, rich now.
I'm coming. No, there are bigger Yahoo boys that are not.
If
doing
you see somebody
fraud.
that defrauded just one person $2.5 million.
What about the Yahoo boys in government?
Me, I don't know that one. No.
Yes, I said what I said.
You are moving too far.
No, I said what I said. The truth is that anybody that is a fraudster is a Yahoo boy. They're just not using yahoo.com, and some of them are actually.
Interesting news.
So Alice Khan is doing what they are supposed to do.
They are supposed to do it. They don't say, oh, my own is that statement of saying, oh, it does not. Before you say, oh, it doesn't make you rich. Yes, it does. Let's not sugarcoat. Does it make you rich? Yes.
I think one of the things that they're just basically trying to do is to sermonize and let people know that what is bad is bad.
I'm not saying that
they should take it a step further now by also investigating all the people that bring money to their churches, because some of those guys are also fraudsters.
I'm not even saying that.
I'm saying it. This might say.
Yeah. I'm saying from the angle that if you're even going to pray to people, let's call it as it is. Let's talk about how that ill-gotten money might not take you far. Let's talk about how you might get caught. Let's talk about
maybe
those things.
They don't mean
but don't say that it will not make you rich.
They don't mean it literally.
It will make you rich.
They don't mean it literally. You're taking it literally.
Most people will.
Okay.
Anyway, before we leave that matter, the US is set to deport 79 Nigerians listed as criminal aliens.
Well, it is what it is. There's nothing to say there. Their country, their rules.
Their country, their rules. I'm just saying, if you really hopefully, if you know that you're you have your papers are not complete and all that, and especially the way the US is now being very hostile, pack your bags and leave when you can. At least that way you'll be able to pack your things and go. Not that you will come back without anything. It's not good though. That one did not help your matter. Anyway, let's come down to Nigeria and let's talk about a bit of gist. I don't know about before talking about fraud and talking about money. I almost forgot, but I was going to. I did not forget. God did not let me forget. Prosecutors in the UK are saying that Alison Madueke spent another £140,000 on luxury items at a London's antiques store in one day. Since we're talking about money, why are you mute?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
No, I'm done.
Okay, anyways, the trials, the outsourced trials of one of Nigeria's biggest alleged thieves is ongoing in London. It's alleged that she has stolen a lot of money from Nigeria, something that she denies vehemently, and she even said that the documents to prove her innocence, she left them in Nigeria, but they've been stolen too. The documents
really
they're not anywhere to be found. So, but I'm just happy that finally this case, whether in a British court or a Nigerian court, has seen the light of day. And some of these figures that we are calling as small figures compared to the allegations that are out there. The former, the immediate past Attorney General is being looked at for a fraud of over 200 billion. Mm-hmm. He has explained his source of wealth.
Oh yeah,
and
he did.
But everything that he has explained,
said his gifts and then businesses and his salary
and all of that. He not reached 20 billion. All the private investment we say, and by law, are you supposed to be investing when you are a minister? We will talk about that later. Bottom line is that fraud na fraud. I hate fraud. So the people they do this case, may they do them well. Shout out to the British, for bringing out this detailed information. And this is what we expect from our own law enforcement people also. And I think they've stepped up their game in recent times.
Okay, yeah. Still talking about money. There's a report that popped up today saying that the Nigerian presidency has spent about $34.39 billion on foreign trips over 2 years. So when I saw that story and I saw the figure, like $34 billion, really? If you are on Twitter, that's the number that is going around.
But that's not possible.
So that's the number that is going around. However, Punch newspaper had come out to say that that report, they were not the ones that put out the first report. They're saying that 34 billion is in naira and not in dollars.
Okay.
So even though we know Nigerians, they would still not stop. However, close to 35 billion naira in 2 years is a shitload of money.
It's a whole lot.
The APC chairman has come to say that, the president's foreign trips has made about $50 billion for the country. So, what do you think of 34 billion naira and $50 billion? Is it really worth it?
It's worth it. $50 billion is a lot of money. You know, it's a whole lot of $1 billion covers whatever he has spent and then some. Yeah, because if the exchange rate is 1,300 and something, so it's a whole lot, and you're talking 50 billion. So there's no comparison. However, I also agree that why is the president's travels that expensive? Why is it that expensive? Is it the cost of parking the private jet in different places for so long, or the amount of junket that is junketing? You know, although I understand the need for foreign travels and everything, and now that they are claiming that it's brought in this, I hope these things can be fact checked anyway. But 34 billion in naira gone, it still costs, bro. It's cost. Yeah, Isha.
It's cost. Just wanted to put quite a number of things. So I remember the reports that the talk we talked about between Kulia Folayo and Funke Akindele.
Yeah.
And I said that people had looked for a video where Shafi Bello had said, she ain't dancing nothing. Apparently there's another old video of Moabudu also talking about how she was also specific, and she said, in her words, I don't know how Funke and Tony do it, but I've told my team I don't have the energy to dance. If you are looking for someone to dance, you have to go and look for it somewhere else.
Exactly what it is. People need to understand these things. Facts are facts, sentiments are sentiments, but sentiments cannot hold up against facts.
There's now the conversation of what's the difference with what she said and what he said, and then one person decided to.
No, I've even heard that it's misogynistic because it's coming from a man and all of that. I've heard different things actually, and they said it's condescending also. But all the man said, all Kunle Afolayan said was his opinion.
Which is the same thing Shafi has also said. Auntie said she cannot be dancing.
He kept on saying, I've done it before. I even did it before you guys. But I can't do it anymore. And you see, there's this funny thing that Nigerians are always pushing. And we must get real with it. It's the same way some adverts that are made outside Nigeria will never sell your product in Nigeria. Virtually every Nigerian product, they must be singing and dancing. There's this advert of a wire company. That advert has been running on air for at least 10 years. Big brand, the name starts with a C, and they have a very popular Nigerian comedian as their brand ambassador, and they are always dancing. And I'm watching it. It's wire that you are selling now. What's the business of dancing? Electric cable and dancing? And that is it. That's the mentality. The copywriters that we've had in the last 10, 20 years have lost it. They're all... There's hardly any Nigerian man that doesn't have a song. But you watch adverts from other places, South Africa, America, and at times there's not a single word is spoken. Do you get? But the brand is still being pushed. So it's our way. It's dance, dance, dance. At least that's what they want us to believe. And if someone says, I can't do it, when did it become a crime?
When did it become a crime? Exactly. It's very, very, very interesting. I just wanted to put that out there. Now let's move on from that. Still talking about President Tinubu, and there's now been also reports that President Tinubu is said to have stepped in to stop the impeachment process that is going on in Rivers State. According to a report, there's been said that there's also with strict conditions that the governor needs to accept that Mr. Wike is the leader of the party in that state.
So on more than even Friday, when I was trying to chip in something about we're talking, and I said except in Rivers State, we almost had some kind of our usual argument here, and it's down to my own self-proclaimed deep knowledge of Rivers politics. It's very unique, very different. And when people started coming for Nyesom Wike when he was saying things about the APC and the PDP in Rivers, immediately people close to the president pushed the agenda that the renewed hope movement is directly under Wike's watch in Rivers State.
Yeah.
Now, whether you're APC or PDP, renewed hope will supersede that. We're talking politics. We're not talking governance.
Yeah.
So renewed hope supersedes your party membership.
Okay. I get your point now. Yeah.
Someone wants to be re-elected. That's what it is. At the last election, Wike, as outgoing governor, delivered over 1 million votes. Something that had never happened before in the history of Rivers State.
Yeah.
For the
For
APC, ACN, or any name that they are called.
any
to
one
get,
of them.
where they won't even say 100,000 votes. It was always very difficult for them. So he's done that, and it's the same person that obviously made Fubara governor. However, for optics' sake, for sake of many things, it will be hard for them to look away and allow a sitting governor be impeached, even if they have everything that it takes to impeach him.
Because now he's an APC governor.
They need the political will also to get that done. Now, the last runoff elections that they have, can I call them runoff now? All these extra elections that they do, that they had in Rivers State, was won by APC people. But you see, the APC people that won, they are not loyal to this governor. Do you understand? And that is what it is. The structure in Rivers State is very unique.
Very interesting.
There was a time when, they had two factions of APC and PDP. And one faction was loyal to Wike in the APCO, and another faction was loyal to Amechi. At some point, they switched places. Then Amechi left the APC and moved to ADC. You get. So at the end of the day, you still look at it and say, across party lines and all of that, in Rivers State, the lines are seriously blurred.
Very, very, very.
And regardless of how blurry it is, people still owe their allegiances to their leaders. And Fubara is not a politician. Fubara,
it's not clear.
Fubara is
it definitely is
the
very
governor,
clear now. Yeah.
but he's not a politician. Fubara was in government more or less as a technocrat, accountant general, or what was he holding? That's not a political post. Do you understand? How many politicians have you seen any governor put in that position and say, "Oh, make a put," except that person where say still get that clout and it's sabi the work professionally. And of course, if you remember how it virtually didn't campaign. It was Wike that did the physical campaigns for him.
Yeah.
So I feel that at some point in time, even if they had a falling out, that funny saying, because I'm not talking governance, because it's easy for people to misconstrue what I'm saying. In politics, agreement is agreement. In politics, if I say before
agreement is agreement. There's one wicked song.
Yes, agreement is agreement. You agreement
God.
is agreement.
Please go ahead.
If I say that if you make me governor, I'll do the things you want me to do, then I should do them.
Yeah.
Because when we were making that arrangement, there was nobody there. On the night,
and you agreed to it.
On the night before Fubara's inauguration, Wike's self-proclaimed best friend, Peter Ayo Fayoshe, was virtually pulling Fubara's ears. I said, "You will see spirit." He told him, he said, "Look, if you are on the right side of this man, everything will be fine. But and again, let's understand, he made you governor. Now you can come with all the holier than thou attitudes. It's fine. But again, I repeat, we're talking politics. This is politics, pure politics. So you shouldn't have agreed to be governor if you were not going to dance to the tune of the piper, because you're not the one that pays him. This particular piper pays himself, so it dictates the tune. Yes, so Wike pays himself. It's the piper that pays himself. Have you heard that? Have you heard that before? He that pays the piper dictates the tune.
Yeah.
But in this context,
he's the one that pays the piper because Mr. Fubara is the piper.
Oh, well, if you want to take it out of context that I'm creating, it's fine. I'm saying that in my own, like, he's the piper and he's paying himself because Fubara must dance to the song of the piper. Because Fubara cannot dance to his own song.
Now
do you understand?
Who pays the piper?
So I'm saying that is the piper and Fubara is the dancer.
Fubara is the piper.
In your context now, in your own level of understanding, may have said it in my own.
Because everybody else in River State has to dance to the tune.
Who told you?
Okay.
Who told you?
Apparently
the people that are
looking now.
Not true.
Because
not true. Fubara has a large crowd that supports. Look, let me tell you something, guys.
The thing is, that large crowd is not doing anything at the moment.
Yes, eventually, because it's politics. Beyond that, you know that there will be natural people who would never support Wike.
Oh, yeah.
So they would gravitate towards Fubara naturally. And that's why I said that Fubara is not a politician. If he was a politician, he would have had a base to fall back on.
At least. Sadly, the thing for, like you said, that's the basis. Mr. Fubara is not a politician. And Rivers is very peculiar. The APC standard, or what they do, we all know that once there's a governor in the state, except maybe in a state like maybe you say Maiduguri, that there's a vice president in that state, or Lagos cannot say that. Sanwo-Olu cannot say that he's the leader of the party. He's not. There's no line.
They removed speaker. Mr. President was not in Nigeria. Mr. President came back.
I say put it back.
Speaker returned.
Put it back.
We were not there, but these are the facts.
Jonathan, so
the speaker was returned.
So maybe
the new speaker went back to being deputy speaker till today. It's politics.
So maybe a state like you can say, maybe Akwa Ibom, where maybe the Senate president is. Maybe some of those states. But other than that, you cannot have. We all know that the standard that APC has is the governor is, even if the governor just decamped today, he becomes the leader of the party. However, according to reports, Mr. President has said that's not the case in Rivers State.
Yeah, you won't allow them to disgrace.
I think that Mr. Fubara,
he won't miss out on his support for Wike.
I think that Mr. Fubara is still not playing politics properly.
It's too late for that now.
Yes, but even after the 6-month suspension, I did not expect there to be any more rancor. Meaning that there's still issues between him and the House.
Look,
that 6 months should have been enough.
No, even the old issues were not clear.
That's what I'm saying. But those 6 months, you people were not doing it officially. But you should have, as the governor, should have found way to sit with these people and sort out your issues before you come back.
The place of politics and governance is where I want to quickly touch on, where ideally for him to function and deliver on the promises to the people of Rivers, it needs that political structure.
Oh yeah, he does.
How is he going to pass the budget? How is he going to make the appointments without the House screening and ratifying those appointments? And it is those things that he will now do that the people of Rivers State will now look Wike in the face and say, you know what? We no send you. This guy where you bring, he's done well. He can't even do well.
He can't do well because
he cannot he can't even create a proper
in February
government.
Now. There's still the third budget going now. He has not even found
the previous budgets that he even used are enough to have him impeached.
They are the story of him getting impeached. What's it called? Another year is going now. This is third budget in contention. We don't even have they don't even have a budget yet. Talk less of is the House going to pass it or not? At the end of the day,
do they even have commissioners now?
They don't.
You know, so these are the issues.
The government.
So how does he perform? How is he going to come out and say, I don't build?
Yeah, you can't build roads. You can't build hospitals.
You cannot appropriate funds.
School. You can't
without breaking the law.
You can't at this point.
That's why when he sent some end of year funds to some people, they rejected it.
Let's be honest though, please. I think that Mr. Fubara needs to come down, even if it's just for the sake of the state. At this point, even Mr. Wiki
politics is such a dirty and crazy game.
He also needs to calm down.
But once you agree to play that game,
exactly, you agree to it, you move.
And if you're not strong enough, you don't move against the master. You must have acquired some level of leverage. It's not in people who make promises. If Wike people, the people who actually said they were going to support him, if they were that strong.
UKK Progress says, waiting una they talk about River State.
We they talk everything, but this particular one where you meet for our mouth, where they talk Fubara and how they talk say make them leave him, make them no impeach him, because hopefully now the same people will now allow him do his budget.
That's it. So there's
you know
so
that the
many
people
things.
of River State are the ones losing out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many things attached, and it's very interesting. But before we leave the matter of Mr. Nyesom Wike, this one looks like there's a whole fight brewing. We know that it has been brewing since. This is between Nyesom Wike and Oyo State Governor. So apparently, the Wike faction of PDP had a meeting yesterday, and at the meeting there's a video where he was saying, that he's saying categorically that he's interested in the politics of Oyo State, and then he wants to see what's going to happen.
Okay.
And apparently the governor was at an event today where he was saying that who's Wike to say that he's interested in the politics, and that by I think 2019 or something, basically that he was lumped up with some people, but now he has seen the light. And now, basically, daring Wike and saying that Wike should come and do his worst. Keeping in mind, Wike's faction have picked a date for their own NWC or NEC meeting or Congress. We don't know if INEC will attend that one. Even though there's already a court case that is affirming their own caretaker committee at the moment. So, we'll see.
The law is clear about it, so there's no confusion.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So if INEC, we'll see if INEC attends this one.
The law
if
is clear.
INEC attends this one,
so it's obvious that it's sounding like a daggers drawn situation between the governor of Oyo, Seyi Makinde, and his former bestie, Nyesom Wike, former governor of River State. You know, when they used to go back and forth together, the G5 they were called, and all of that.
That's how that thing don't last.
And of the G5, you know, of course, Makinde was the only governor that was going to be returning. Yeah. The others were on their second term, and they're all gone now. At least they're gone out of governance or governing a state. Now, governing a state is interesting. But Seyi Makinde, I feel that his brand of politics is unraveling. You know, this is...
It's never really been this out there and outspoken.
It's a different Seyi Makinde.
Yeah.
And this is what you usually get when a governor is on their second term. They don't need re-election. So they can unloose and
unravel at a very
just
interesting
go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Now, what it is that this would have been a good time for both of them to reconcile and come to the table to save the PDP. I saw an headline. I've not read it. He said,
"Is the UKK promise says is the G5 still active? In the mud.
G5
in the mud
is dead.
In the mud.
You know, we need a strong opposition in Nigeria, and ADC or not, the PDP is big, and they're virtually killing it. They're destroying it.
I saw a headline.
This would have been a good time.
It's a story where someone was an interview. I think it was on Channel TV where it was saying, Wike was the one that said the problem in PDP. And I was going to, of course, I just watched it, and I was like, let's not lie to ourselves. You don't have to like Wike, but are you going to talk about the fact that some certain person decided to go against the constitution of the party?
The only party in Nigeria that has it in its constitution that they must rotate power is the PDP. And when Buhari was leaving, everybody knew that power had to shift to the south. nobody in the PDP should have contested from the north for presidency.
That was, I think,
Nobody.
that was the beginning of
It
the
shouldn't
end.
have happened.
That was how the implosion started.
And that's the anger that someone like Wike had.
Yes, that was what started.
The funny thing is that
drama.
I remember before all of this, they had this southern governors meeting, and he said that it will only be supporting someone from the south. I'm sure that beyond all of that, if they didn't have all of this back and forth, it would not have degenerated to
this point. Exactly.
And
so,
of course, Atiku is still going to contest the next again. He's going to contest again.
Very interesting matter.
Seyi Makinde and Wike, this would have been a good time for them to renegotiate the terms and come to an agreement and actually save the PDP.
It looks like it's not happening anytime soon. Anyway, quickly, just wanted to put this out there. The federal government is moving to share electricity subsidy cost with states.
Now that the states are getting more money than they used to, it's time for them to step up, especially now that that law has also been signed. The electricity, deregulation thing has been finally signed. If you don't have light anymore, now it's your state governor you should be holding. Because they have now given them full power to license, unlicense, to regulate and deregulate,
generate,
to transmit.
Yeah, it's
the transmission. What's that? Transmission omission and transmission omission commission.
Anyway,
look, hold your governors responsible.
Probably should hold them for a lot more than we hold them for.
By the jugular.
There is no protest that is happening again in Abuja. First things first, a court has stopped the NLC and the TUC from holding a protest. Also now, apparently there was a meeting with the FCTA, and the NLC too has now come to say that the workers should suspend their strike. Just wanted to put that out there. Okeke promises that I think if there is no better opposition part, I think presidency will be given to his son one day. Let's just know that in this country, of Nigeria of a place.
It's possible what he's saying.
Could it be possible that Mr. Tinubu could be Nigeria president?
No, it's not Tinubu that we're talking about. It has nothing to do with Tinubu now.
I think he said. I think if there is no better opposition part, I think presidency will be given to his son one day. Whose son is he referring to?
Okay, can you help us clarify what you're saying?
Can you clarify that? I think he's talking about it, but
impossible is nothing in Nigerian politics. And before I quickly respond to this or comment on this, the Nigerian Labour Congress and the TUC sound like a tools person, a repair person that has only an hammer. Every problem is a nail. The one way is supposed to unscrew, you go nail them. The one way is supposed nail, you go nail them. The one way is supposed cut, you go nail them. They only have one tool, and that's strike, protest. It's time to evolve and look for new ways to get agitations done for workers. However, the thing about it is that no matter what anybody says, we need a strong opposition, say. And nobody is guaranteed. Look, even if Tinubu has 30 governors or 29 governors, nobody is guaranteed, because that's why they are all still going to campaign, because they know that at the end of the day they need the votes. So what does that tell you? You own the power.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
Interesting. Let's move on from that and let's go on to a very interesting story where police are now reported that they've arrested the coordinator of an Amasiri Development Center, Mr. Anya Baron Ogbonia, in Afikpo local government area, and two traditional leaders over the killings that happened in a local government area. They're saying that 4 people were beheaded during the attack, and the Ebonyi Police Command identified the traditional rulers as people that were part of people that orchestrated this.
Governor Nwifiru of Ebonyi State has done what I think I expect from a lot of governors, is to go to the root cause of the matter and hold those people that you should hold responsible. The people who are on the ground, the traditional rulers, and they are the ones on the ground. And you see, hardly would any of these things happen without their knowledge or without them being able to trace the perpetrators. So a big shout out to him, a big shout out to the police. You can't be killing yourselves all in the name of tribal or ethnic sentiments and fights and land and all of that.
Oh, he said I was talking of T-Pain. I
Oh,
guess that's much. Was talking
T-Pain
about
would be Tinubu.
Yes. I said it. I was talking about Tinubu. The truth is, is it possible?
Nah, I go hard now.
Is it possible? Yeah, the guy is young.
You can't put this on there.
No. Oh, after him? No, I know it's not going to be possible. That's why I said that. He's young. If we're looking at maybe 20, 30 years from now, but right now, after that, if there's no strong opposition, no, I don't. They would move to the north and they will put their own person there again.
Nah, it's not possible.
Don't be surprised if the vice president becomes president. That one can happen. That one will happen. Will it happen? I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying that's their plan. I'm just saying, like, because he's from the north, it could happen. But I don't think. Anyway, still talking about that. Court has also remanded 9 people over killings that happened in Benue State. They're talking about 150 people that died in Benue State. 9 people have now been remanded in.
Finally, these things are making their way to court. If
yeah.
you just say, they kill someone.
People are getting arrested.
Kill someone and that's it.
Yeah, people are getting arrested for it.
It will stem that tide, if not completely stop it.
Yes, I think that's it. Also, interesting news that just broke now is that the Department of State Services has officially arraigned former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and his son again, on a 5-count charge bordering on alleged terrorism and illegal firearms possession. Remember that after he was released on bail, the DSS arrested him immediately. Now they've arraigned him before a federal high court judge in Abuja.
Well, if you had watched any of those episodes, we had said that a lot of these things are going to be done piecemeal, and it's like entanglement. By the time you are wrapped in so much law cases, even you will say,
it's crazy.
I agree.
You know the amount of things that they are now alleging now. They're saying that there are cases that were handed to him when he was Attorney General that he did not prosecute suspected terrorism financiers. They're also accusing them of warehousing firearms in their residence without lawful authority.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they're saying that one of the cases, the former Attorney General, with knowingly abetting terrorism financing with a lawful possession of, they even count, a stun magnum 7. Oh, wow.
There we go.
They are very, very detailed.
All right.
Quite detailed with that, what's it called?
Another story that's on our headline, and we would not want to not talk about it, is that after Onitsha Main Market was opened on a Monday for the first time in a long time, now there's going to be the demolition of about 10,000 shops.
Yeah, so according to the reports, they said a lot of marketers came to the market on Monday and said the governor had that there was red tape and red paint a lot of places, and that according to the government, that those stores were not properly planned and built, and so the governor feels that some things need to be done properly, that the market is in disarray, the arrangement is not looking good. However, the marketers are not happy about it. In fact, a lot of people were interviewed. There was a particular interview where one said, you should give us, and the governor had even given them a 14-day ultimatum. Yeah, that's even the interesting part. He said, they should give them 1 year. That he still has, after 1 year, he still has 3 years to build whatever he wants to build. That should give them 1 year so that he can quickly relocate and all that. But is the governor going to uphold this 14-day ultimatum with what the precedents that he has already set? I'm just saying, word of advice, don't let it pass 14 days.
But there are times when change just has to come, and Main Market, if you've been to Main Market, you would understand the chaos. It's part of it. It's very bubbly and lively and busy, but maybe, just maybe, this could take it to the next level with proper restructuring. If you take down 10K shops, that means there will be space for expansion and improvement and modernization.
Very interesting.
There was a comment that I thought you was going to.
Please, why no Nigerian sitting president don't take the post of Minister of Agriculture? Please enlighten me. I can't. I don't.
Okay, so a lot of them take the post of petroleum minister and everything. And why don't they take agri? I think I understand your thinking and where you're coming from. But even taking that post of petroleum minister is even wrong, in my own opinion. Like, focus on your executive roles and all of that, and put, the round pegs and the round holes when it comes to ministerial appointments. But when it comes to agriculture, we really do need people who understand the entire value chain to be in charge of things.
Very, very interesting news coming from NAFDAC, saying that according to NAFDAC, they're saying that one of the major things that they're now even pushing them, after doing a survey, market survey, realized that 54% of minors in Nigeria purchase alcohol by themselves, with states like Rivers and Lagos State identifying as top consumers or top consumers of sachet alcohol.
It's a big problem. Let's be very honest with ourselves. If 54%, you're talking about little children, underage kids, getting access to sachet alcohol, it's a very big problem. It's a very big problem, and this is on the parents. We just dump on government.
Also, it says so they all understand petroleum. That's what we're saying.
That's not what I said. I didn't say. I'm saying none of them should be Minister of Petroleum in any way. But in Buhari's case, what people do not understand was that Buhari was actually a Minister of Petroleum in the 70s. He was a minister.
So in his own case, you could say, oh.
So that's one of the reasons why he did what he did. The others, I don't know why they did it. Again, but this particular president did not call himself Minister of Petroleum. What he did was to employ about two or three people.
Different ones.
There's someone in gas.
I think there's three of them.
Yeah, there's gas, there's petroleum, there's upstream, downstream, all of that.
All that.
So, but no, I didn't say that they understand petroleum.
Now, before we go quickly, Lagos State has now warned its citizens against the assumption of chieftaincy titles that do not have official approvals. So what they're saying now is that local government has to approve. They have to approve chieftaincy titles. It's not just only kingships. So they're saying that things like Seriki, things like Ezendibo are not allowed in the state.
There's a law against it, actually. I think they just woke up to the need to enforce it because there's a proliferation of titles. But a lot of people will think he has an ethnic color. It doesn't, because there are too many fake obas and ballets also.
Seen how some
people be claiming
to people, and all that.
They'll be claiming they are the ballet of this and the ballet of that. I have a friend that claims he's a ballet too. I'll send this story to you that Oga. They owe you now. But hey, it is what it is. And if we all do that in every part of Nigeria, we'll respect our cultures and our traditions, and there'll be no friction.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, that is all we will take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the comments. We'll be back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. West African time to give you another wonderful edition of the BoomBar. Do have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.